All right, I should be going now.
There's an auto start and stop.
Oh, little live is shown now next to CageCast Live.
Yep. He's streaming.
And yep, I got
Test
it.
streaming 2.
Yes.
There we go.
Thank you.
Well,
Look at the
yeah,
quality.
that you were running around and your webcam wasn't blurring out.
It's blurring out for me. The whole thing looks blurry. There it goes. It just cleared out.
Yeah, make sure your thing is not set in auto.
Yeah. For me, as soon as you start moving around, it goes. You go blurry in the bottom corner again.
Yeah. Okay. Now it just.
Yeah. You stop moving and then your image clears up bit by bit. But it's that's a crisp picture though. Oof.
Yeah, your cape doesn't look pixelated anymore.
Yeah.
When I'm running around like right now, it looks a little bit. The camera looks not quite as smooth. It definitely doesn't look like Games for Kixes, and I'm using all the same settings, so I don't know.
What bitrate are you using again?
I just put it up to 8500. 60 frames per second, 1080p, 8500. I mean, you can't put this stuff up any higher. Let me double check. All right, so under video, base canvas resolution 1920 by 1080. Outscale resolution 1920 by 1080. Downscale filter Lanzos, I don't know what the hell that is. Sharpened scaling 36 samples. Common FPS value 60. And then when I go to streaming, it says the encoder is the NVEC one. Rescale output is not checked. I have a constant bit rate of 8500 kilobytes a second. Keyframe interval 0. Preset quality is quality. Profile is high. Look ahead is not checked. Psycho visual tuning is not checked. GPU 0. And max B frames is 2.
Yeah, according to his specs, he's only using it 1080.
What's that?
According to his specs, his graphic card is only on 1080. But he might have just not updated that.
Well, he told me on Twitter he's using his specs are not his specs, but he told me on Twitter he's using 1080p 60 FPS, which is exactly what I have right now. 8.5K bitrate. That's what he told me. It's exactly what I'm using. So I don't know. Maybe it's his camera.
Yeah, might be.
It's possible. What webcam are you using now?
I have a Logitech, like fucking old camera. I don't even know what kind it is.
Like
It's a webcam. It's a webcam.
Okay. I think we might have the same webcam. Try switching out your webcam for that DSLR cam, and
check this guy out here.
find a way to like jerry rig it.
I just asked Games for Kicks what kind of camera.
Oh, actually, I am.
Pretty popular items, I can tell you. I've only got one left now.
I know, I take it.
Sold one to a trader near the guild, and then the other two. Let me think. Oh, yes. One went to a rather miserable woman, likes to hang around the picnic area. The other went to a fellow who said he was throwing a party in the guild woods. So, are you interested? Demand is high, supply is low, so I can't take anything less than 1,500 gold.
So I'm also reading, I don't know how accurate it is,
what
but
kind of cam do you use for
someone
streaming?
apparently about 3 years ago had the same issue,
Oh gosh, what is that? It's the
and was
920C,
using
I
a
think.
4,000 bit
It's
rate,
the latest model.
and
Well,
the
latest
response
is
to
in
that was,
latest
that is
2
not a
years,
high
but
bit
I
rate.
don't think
If you
they
want to
have a
stream
newer version of that.
1080p,
It's the
use
HD
something like
1080p
10,000.
Logitech.
But
You're gonna have to re-equip
could
the
also be your
expensive. You
camera.
can steal and pay the fine. It's
He's
cheaper.
got the same kind of camera I do. He just told me.
Cagecast Live, how are you? Cagecast Live, is that Cage? Is that your alternate account?
You're busted.
Or is that just someone naming himself Cage? Yeah, it's a webcam. It's a Logitech. You know what I was just going to do to take it, which doesn't obviously make much sense. You're doing testing, very good. Yeah.
I just posted what I'm
920C.
looking at from Google about
I get the exact
YouTube
model
with
number,
bit
and I
rates,
can
like
I
1080p,
DM it to you later.
8 megabits per second.
Well, we have the money, and I
they're
think we need
saying
the
standard
mushrooms
frame
for.
rate
Yeah, I
would
take
be
it. We need
30,
the
not
mushrooms
60.
for one of the quests.
But then if you go to the
my
high
good
frame
man.
rate,
So,
then at
definitely
60
take
frames
it.
per
There's
second,
a
that
door
you should
as
have a
well.
bit rate of
Oh,
12
we have to re-equip our
megabits
gear.
per second.
Okay, let's do that. I think we had. Yeah, I don't like the set. So basically, we can put a set on. Yeah.
I don't know.
The problem is
I just
that-
told him that I'm gonna get a hold of him tomorrow about his settings because yeah, I mean I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong here. All right, what were you guys saying? Because I was trying to listen to what Kix was saying.
Oh, I just posted some stuff in the chat there. Just what Google recommends regarding YouTube for frame rate and bit rate based on what level you're at. So for
What did it say?
1080p, for 1080p, they say your bit rate should be 8 megabits per second, and your frame rate should be at 30. And if
30?
you want and if you want high frame rate, so like 60, then your bit rate at 1080p should be 12 megabits per second, not 8. You went from like 4 to 8. It looks better, but we still have that same issue where as soon as you start moving around, your webcam starts to get blurry, almost seeming to be unfocused. But I don't think that's a huge deal. That seems to be more just like YouTube's trying to make sure that it can get the video going without having to stop and buffer as it sends the video down to us. And so it's just lowering the quality slightly when there's more stuff going on the screen. It's like, even though you are sending a good image, YouTube is dumbing it down in order to handle all the information being sent.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna Google. Game is crisp, but webcam is very blurry. Let's see what they have to say about that. The game looks fine, but it's just your webcam looks crappy. And I doubt the issues with your rig or your internet connection. Cameras in general, but especially webcams, benefit from proper light. So maybe it is the lighting. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have a light though. I mean, like it's not like I can just take the light out of the ceiling and move it around.
So I got two possible things. Check your OBS settings, navigate to the control tab, and untick the focus box. From there, adjust the slider to your desired focus.
Wait, are you talking about the webcam?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Webcam. There. Configure. Focus. You want me to uncheck auto, right?
Yeah, and adjust it manually.
I guess it's going to be weird if I move back and forth, but it's not like I'm going to be doing that a lot.
It's only when you have those moments that you have to have the sit up in the chair moment.
Yeah. I mean, it looks crystal now.
Yeah, just give it a sec. I just fucked with it.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Okay, there we go.
Alright, let's run around a little bit.
It
That
like
looks
it's staying
way
pretty
better.
good.
Yeah. That's way better.
Yep.
So is the autofocus.
Yeah. Now, autofocus, the focusing is going to probably depend on your lighting. So if you do change out lighting, you might have to readjust the focus.
Yeah. That's what it was, though. Like, you people watching, is this like, I don't know if anybody's watching who's not on here. Vexing Cat, that looks like, that webcam looks pretty solid now, right?
There's much less from my perspective.
Yeah, I saw a little tiny bit, but I was really looking at it. I don't think anybody's going to be looking at it that hard. If anyone's looking at me that hard, I'm feeling comfortable.
I got your full screen here, and I can see the slight change in pixelation as more stuff is happening on the
I
screen.
saw a little bit of that on Games for Kicks too, and there's almost nothing going on in the game he's playing.
Yeah,
like graphics wise.
Yeah, I think there's just like a small delay or a frame loss to Twitch itself, to YouTube itself, like due to data travel.
That's possible, yeah.
Can I pop out the chat? Yes. Put that
Okay.
over
Well,
here.
things look better now. That's for sure. I do have to get going. So I will be there for community game night tomorrow, and I just need to double check: is it going to be on YouTube or Twitch?
Oh boy. If it's on YouTube, it's going to be on CageCast Live. I
want to update the post to actually show.
I think we'll stick with Twitch for this weekend. We'll see. We'll take it from there.
Okay, perfect. There's a person who had been messaging me who bought a whole bunch of bits on Twitch and wants to give them to you, and I was just like,
well, I mean, you should have told me that first then.
I was like, I think you have to catch him live to give him the bits. So I told him, show up Saturday at 6 and you can give him all the bits. And then I realized you might not be on Twitch anymore, and I'm like, oh shoot. So I'll have to remind the guy to show up tomorrow so he can give you the bits on Twitch. Anyways, have a good night, guys.
All right, thanks for your help, man.
Night, Kevin.
You're welcome. Bye.
Well, if you're gonna stream on CageCast Live as well, Cage, can you mod me and Madden as well?
Yeah, say something in chat.
Let's see. Okay. I see you're something and ban user.
God, the
Oh, there's Madden too. And hashtag ban Madden.
wow, this is sitting like 3.4 CPU. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, NVENC encoder takes leverage of your GPU, NVIDIA GPU specifically.
Hey, Pig, do you know that I can ban you on Twitch as well?
Oh,
I'm actually, I think I'm still on a tier higher. I'm a channel admin.
oh yeah. I'm just mod.
Mm-hmm.
Dang nabbit.
I'm watching you. Yeah, Madden says it looks better as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, it looks like the
What's up, bitches?
Hey, what's up?
What up?
So the cam and everything looks better and everything?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Noticeably.
All right,
The
good.
whole stream looks better.
All right, good.
Yeah. So
Now, did you restart your computer recently?
No, Mom.
Okay. Just a question, because typically after you restart your system, you notice a good streaming experience.
Let me see how long it's been. Depends how long it's been.
mine is 8 days ago.
5 days. It's not really.
Yeah, mine is like maybe once a month, maybe.
I just I had some updates to install the other day, so 1 day for me.
All updates usually mean to me is that fucking Windows is gonna fuck something up and it's gonna take me 3 hours to fix it.
Yeah, it screwed up my my notepad hack.
All right, how about this, Sticks?
Why would you bother hacking Notepad?
I don't like Windows Notepad, so I install Notepad++, and
Oh yeah.
I've got a registry hack that every time I just hit start and I type note, press enter, it opens Notepad++ instead of regular Notepad, and I hate it, so yeah.
Oh, I'm be glad. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and it was like, the guy was like, yeah, I did a Windows update, and the Windows update decided to turn off all of my USB devices. Like, all of my USB ports were turned off in Windows. except of one, but he didn't know which one. So he ordered like the old PS2 keyboards to plug it in to actually start his computer, open his ports again.
Are you actually clicking for each of those plants?
No, you have to hold down the button.
Okay, that's thought. I mean, the way it looks like you're clicking each time.
No.
Yeah.
I did for a while, but then someone helpfully let me know in the comments, as YouTube is wont to do.
Helpfully,
God
yeah.
damn it, Gage! Stop clicking. You can hold it.
Have you guys all killed the last boss yet?
Yeah, he's a pain in the ass.
Don't think the Cage Crew has yet.
He is easy. He is easy. Just upgrade
I don't
everything.
even have the game.
Upgrade everything. Use fire resistance. And if you really want to make it easy, make little, like, take your hoe and raise the ground and make little ground pillars. And then
that's how you beat the dragon boss.
Well, I dug into the ground for the dragon boss, but I'm gonna try the dragon boss legit now, just because I want to do them all again because I want to put their heads on the walls.
So which one is the end looking like in the forest? Is that
No,
the big
it's the guy in the plains who crawls out of the ground.
Like there was one.
Yeah,
like,
he really wasn't hard. He just had a lot of hit points.
What were
was
you
the one
using?
He
that-
just took a long time.
Yeah.
Well, that was part of the problem because I was using Albert.
You were using what?
At gear. The
Oh, those
polearm.
two-hander thingies. Well, actually, that's not a bad idea against him because using a shield against him is pointless. So I mean, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
but piercing really doesn't do much to him.
Oh yeah, you need the frost. The frost near just wrecks him.
Yeah, what I ended up doing is while we were fighting him, is like I died somehow. I don't remember what I did stupid, but I died. And while I was back, I crafted a bunch of ice arrows or frost arrows. Then I came back and I frosted him.
I think the hardest boss in the game, if you don't, well, I cheese Modor because I think Modor's cheap. But I guess if you're not going to cheese Modor, she's the hardest one. But if you're going to cheese her, then Bone Mass I think is the hardest boss.
Mass was pretty intense. Again, just a lot of hit points.
Yeah, that was their main thing. They were all just freaking sponges.
Yeah.
Bone Mass is easy to avoid. Just keep running around his summoning portal thing.
Yeah.
I had fire guys chasing me along with all the guys. He's like I couldn't avoid his guys.
Oh, that's true. Solo, it's probably a lot harder.
Yeah,
He's
but
probably the hardest solo just because of the ads.
Well, I was using the iron sledge, and it would like kill all his ads in one shot. So it wasn't that bad, but it was the hardest one.
Yeah, we decided to stop. Now that we beat him, we decided to stop playing so we don't get sick of it because we really like it, and so we want to wait until more is added.
Oh yeah, once you beat the last boss, there's not much more to do.
Right.
I mean, I can find stuff to do because I'll play games forever, but
Well, that's what we were. That's what we're thinking. It's like, do we want to find stuff to do, or do we want to not get sick of the game?
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we're gonna shelf it. So tonight we're gonna try. We're gonna revisit. Well, I'm gonna revisit, and then my friends are gonna try for the first time Craftopia.
okay. Let me know how that goes. So
I've
I was
been
into that
getting
game,
more
but it was
back into
way
Fallout.
too. It was way too buggy.
Craftopia?
Yeah.
Before my time.
No, it wasn't. It was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, it wasn't even that long ago.
What? Oh, dang! I probably didn't watch it then.
Yeah. Yeah, watching KG.
I don't think
That's your
Cage
problem.
did very many videos of it.
I did like 7. They didn't do great. I mean, I would have figured it out if like people watched, but like I was having a hard time with it. Plus, people weren't watching, so I was like, all right, that's.
Yeah. What else were you stream or showing at that time?
Oh, I have no idea.
Probably was the
Yeah, we're also reconsidering revisiting Wolcen.
What's that?
Wolcen, the that Diablo-like game.
Oh, okay. When is that Diablo 2 remaster coming out?
I don't know.
That's what I want to play.
That's actually official Blizzard, right? Let's check the
Yeah.
Battle.net.
I was actually watching Diablo 2 gameplay and Diablo 2 lore and everything. Dude, out of all the lore like Blizzard has, they need to do something with Diablo. It's by far their best lore. Fucking World of Warcraft. Diablo's freaking down and
Yeah,
dirty,
four
man.
4 better be amazing.
Diablo lore is down and dirty. You watch Diablo lore, and then you watch like World of Warcraft lore. It's like watching Saturday morning cartoons compared to, I don't know, like maybe Tales from the Crypt or something.
So is it this Diablo 2 Resurrected that you're talking about?
Maybe it's supposed to be like some HD Diablo 2 version or something.
Okay. When you did Craftopia, that was when you were doing Still 7 Days to Die, Subsistence, The Infected. And I'm hooked on The Infected. Like, that game's pretty good. So that's probably what consumed me.
Put up that Infected update. Nobody watched it. Not nobody. It did okay, but thought it would have done better. It's a good update.
Yesterday I got a question on Facebook of that medieval dynasty game.
Yeah.
Like he just followed you and he started watching it, and he was wondering if you were doing new videos about the game.
I'm going to. It's just Medieval Dynasty kind of aggravates me because like everything they add is like super endgame stuff. Their last 2 updates, horses, and the one they just did with all the bees and stuff, that you need like 8,000 farming to like mess around with bees or whatever they added in the recent one. And I'm like it's gonna be like 70 videos before I get up to that point. It's like I wish I didn't delete my world.
Yeah, I did just say, like, at the moment there is no plans for it, but maybe in the future when a few updates launch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do it, but I'm telling you, nobody's going to watch it because I'm going to be doing low-level stuff. People are going to be like, I don't want to see this, So,
yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I've been wrong before. I mean, I remember when I did The Forest somewhat recently, I was like, nobody's going to watch this, and it did really well, so.
They don't really show a date, but all they got up here right now is you can sign in. You can opt into the tech alpha.
It really shouldn't be that hard. I mean, it's a fucking million-year-old game.
It's half of a port and then just a bit of textures rework.
I think they're going to balance it, which I'm kind of worried about. I really don't want 2020 Blizzard balance in my, 1998 Diablo 2.
Yeah, that would
kind of defeats
painful.
The purpose. Then what is next? Free respecs? You could respec whenever you want, and we're just gonna make this a total like freaking piece of crap.
By the way, are we gonna set Nightbot up as well tonight, or?
I'm not gonna have time to set up Nightbot. I'm gonna have to go right after this. I'm just gonna finish up this farm because I still have to edit, and I got a new game coming out tomorrow. That's a secret. Well, not tomorrow. I might record it tomorrow, and nobody knows about it.
Animal Crossing.
You know how hard it is to do videos that nobody knows about in a day and age where Game Edge does every single video ever made to man. Like he did some video for something called Goner or something. Like, what the fuck is this? It wasn't even on Steam. Yeah, I had to go to like some website and download it like through a torrent file or something. I was like, Jesus Christ, how do you find this shit? And then if I do anything after him, nobody watches it.
Yeah, I think he's got like one of his team members probably went just sit there and daily Googles, new early access games and gets in contact with the dev on his behalf and gets a key for it like ASAP.
Yeah, it's rough because like I'm trying to do games, but like I said, if I do it after him, like it's pointless. Like nobody watches because we share all the same viewers, so it's like they've already seen it.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, and he does everything. I don't know when the last time he did an episode 2. Like he just does these new games like all the time.
That sounds like what Splatter Kid does.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
It's like I'm getting back heavily into Fallout 4, man. I've been playing that a lot more recently.
I haven't even finished it for the first time.
What, dude?
I got stuck.
I never finished it either.
How?
Played it quite a bit, but no, never got to the end.
Yeah, you don't need to finish it.
I got stuck because of ammo.
I can only last so long on single player games like that unless there's like a really good story.
Yeah, I had no ammo. That was my problem.
Damn it.
So I'm doing heavy settlement building nowadays.
Yeah. By the way, the stone floors in this game are absolutely horrible.
Yeah, they're hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Well, the dealing with them not the problem.
Well, look at this. I can't get the fucking dirt out of it.
Yeah, that doesn't help. But they're ugly. They're terrible.
Oh,
When you have like a whole room of that floor, it looks like wavy.
Have you tried putting them not lined up properly? That tends to help. Like
No,
like you stagger them just like I do with my walls.
it just looks so. It looks terrible. Yeah, even that walkway, it looks wavy.
Really?
Yeah.
What, on the sides?
Yeah, you don't notice it? No, just what?
Yeah.
No, just look down, like stand
Yeah.
on the floor and look straight down it.
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of 7 Days to Die back in the day. I remember when you put down concrete and it was like all deformed. I don't know if you guys were playing it back then. And you had to like put down torches and stuff to get it to flatten out. That was like that was probably like 2013 or 2014.
Well, Madden, you tried carving a stone like that out with just an anvil and like a pick and a.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me much.
It's a game. They should make it look great. And even then, it wouldn't look wavy. It would look like choppy if you were doing it yourself.
I mean, you got put 4 pieces of wood around the sides and form it, man. It's not that difficult.
I want NPCs doing some of this shit for me. I don't feel like I should be farming.
They need NPCs.
I don't feel like I should be farming at this point. I gotta go fish.
This game needs slavery.
Like, I gotta go fish and shit. Like,
Well, that's the Viking life.
No, the Viking life is slavery. You wouldn't be doing it yourself.
Nope.
They can get away if they can get away with it in Conan, they should be able to get away with it in this game.
Yeah, I mean that's what I says. On the Valheim chat the other day, it's like they need to implement some sort of NPCs that do basic functions, such as your farms, your base defense. I mean, wolves and all that are cool, but
yeah,
honestly,
but two-star wolves, man. And like, what sucks is I'm getting different information from different people. Like, someone tells me 2-star wolves are going to take like 4 days, 6 days. Someone else told me, no, 3 days. You don't have to babysit them. They won't disappear if you got them at night, which everyone told me they will. So I don't know who to believe, And I don't have, and then people just go AFK. I'm like, I don't know. I guess I could just look at stuff on the internet. It just doesn't seem very fun.
yeah, you could do a Jawoodle and just test everything. It's going to take some time, but it can make for some interesting test content, kind of, Jawoodle or Capo style.
Yeah, not really my thing. I've tried it in the past. It never
but
did well for me. I did too. I'm known for 7 Days to Die. Back when 7 Days to Die was hot for me, I did 2 videos of tips, tricks, and tutorials for 7 Days to Die. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody watched
Really?
them.
I watched that. I watched the mess out of that stuff, and that's how I found you initially.
Well, you didn't find me through tips, tricks, and tutorials because I only did 2 of them. Yeah, the chances that you saw those 2 videos is very rare. Probably not.
At first, probably not, but I did watch them. I mean, I started playing when 16.3 was out, and 16.4 dropped a couple weeks later.
Oh, you were late to the game.
Yeah, and I only heard of it from a friend that worked over at our airlift terminal.
I thought I was late to the game. I think I was like alpha. I don't know, 12 maybe.
I joined the game just after the update that they had the cave systems.
Most people came in 14 because that's when the console.
When did they
release was.
switch from being square zones separated by rivers to not that anymore?
That I don't know.
The hexagons, like the there was the diamonds. If you minded that it was a diamond shape and not a block shape.
No, he's talking about
the map.
He's talking about the rivers separating the biomes.
Yeah, the biomes used to be one square.
That was definitely after Alpha 9.
A 416.
Because my first base I ever built in that game, I turned one of those bridges into a base.
I did that too.
That was awesome.
I want to say that was. That was soon after 9. That might even have been 10.
I even built downwards. I used blocks to push out all the water, and I actually had a basement under the bridge.
Yeah, I actually never bought a game. Pam gave it to me. Okay.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was this: for some reason the server was set to PVE, but me and DTC could always fight each other for some reason, even that PvP was off. Nobody could damage us; only we two could damage each other.
One of our friends loves the mine, and we used to have tunnels everywhere. We would get from our base like all the way to the center city, and it would be like in real life, it would be like miles of tunnel that he would dig. It was crazy.
I love digging tunnels like so long where you're like, oh, I gotta put a mini bike down here. I gotta have a dedicated mini bike for this tunnel.
Yeah. We did that in Alpha 16 with me and my crew. I dug my base in the wasteland. The Hamburger base is what it was called. But and then they took over the big bunker in the burnt biome, and we just had a tunnel that was like 3 blocks wide at bedrock, and that we just had mini bikes and we just went back and forth up and down that tunnel.
Fishing is good in this game. It's really good. I think it might be some of the best fishing in a survival game, like, ever.
We were thinking it was kind of weird in this game.
I mean, what's weird about it, you see the fish, they go by, sometimes they'll bite, sometimes they won't. If they do, you hold the right mouse button.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the reeling in just feels weird.
Yeah, I guess that could be a little weird, but... Yeah, no fishing, no survival game. I want fishing... I want him to make spear fishing harder in the Infected, and then give us fishing rods.
I can still vaguely remember a build we did in 7 days. That we had like, we decided to do it like a tunnel base, like a vault.
Oh yeah, and were we doing it with the iron to make it look like Fallout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we made like the circle tunnels. That was actually like a circle and not like a square.
What's up, Ninja Loop?
Back before zombies could dig, I would have on PvP servers, I would find a building, like just a piece of shit building. I would dig a hole just to the rock level, hollow a little section out, and make that a little bunker to hide all my loot and stuff, and no one would ever find me.
Dude, I love 7 Days to Die. It's my favorite survival game ever made. And the Fun Pimps don't make a lot of mistakes, but having Zombie dig was the worst mistake they've ever made in that game. Except for trusting Telltale, but they couldn't see that coming. That wasn't their fault. The zombies digging was, and it was a bad decision.
That's why they should make a tick box. Zombies dig, yes or no, and we could turn it off. This way, it could be our game.
I don't think it's that easy.
That moment that we realized he could dig.
Yeah, I mean, but it can't be that easy though. I mean, just if the box is ticked, zombies can do damage to, dirt tiles, or could use.
They always have to be able to do damage to dirt tiles. Otherwise, people could use dirt as walls. It's about AI. Like you'd have a check mark that would change a fundamental thing about the way the AI works. I don't really think that's possible.
Or maybe have like a check balance system.
Removing the bees and putting vultures is a mistake? I don't agree with that. I like vultures better than bees.
Pluck vultures.
I love the way the porcupine glows.
Yeah. Vultures are the bane of everyone's existence for early game.
Oh.
Whoa, what was that? Was that some drop frames there, Cage?
I don't think so. I don't see anything on my side.
Yeah, it froze for me too.
Yeah,
like,
just as you were...
for a second.
I don't have any drop frames, and it didn't freeze on my end. I'm actually watching the stream on another tab.
Might be YouTube then.
I think it was around when you said the porcupine glows. I think that was about your hammer or your
It was when he jumped from his fish
Yeah.
path to the rock.
Yeah, that's
When he
first
landed at
ran.
the rock, like the whole game just kind of, like the whole stream just kind of lagged.
It could be a YouTube issue. If we all saw it.
I'm not even watching on OBS. I'm watching it on YouTube, and it never did it for me. Unless it was just like a second. Maybe I missed it.
It's possible. It wasn't all that long.
Well, it could also be the autosave thing. How it like lags you out all the time.
Yeah, could be it. Other than that, I mean, it's fine. The quality's fine. Webcam's looking good. So when did they... Okay, so they introduced digging zombies in Alpha 17, right?
I don't know if you say so.
I'm guessing. And then, didn't they have it before then and just stop it?
They tried it in Alpha 11, and it was awful. And then they said, we're not going to do this because this is awful. And then it was still awful in Alpha 17. They did it anyway. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand the thought the thought logic there, but it's fine.
I mean, give us a toggle option in the server XML file to say yes or no on digging.
I just don't think it adds anything to the game. Because, like, if you want, like, the challenge, you won't dig. If you want to just kind of relax, you'll dig. And a lot of people were saying stuff like, oh, but I want to have an underground base that can be assaulted. And I'm not pointing fingers if anyone said that. I'm not saying you're lying. You might very well want that. But I think there was a large majority of people saying that didn't believe it and just wanted to ruin other people's, like, fun. Not because they're saying, oh, I don't want people to have fun, but they're just like, nah, man, these people got it too easy. They got to learn to man up and deal with it, you know? It's just like, I say let people play the game the way they want, but,
yeah,
you know, the Fun Pimps had other plans, I guess.
True. Now, on that front of, you know, having an underground base that can be assaulted, I don't think they meant it in the fact that, oh, well, we want them to be able to dig and come at us from any side. I think they meant more of the way of like, okay, well, I've got this underground labyrinth of traps and stuff for them to path through, and I want them to beat down my doors, use the paths that are already available, make it through it, and, you know, come at me in my underground base and not be able to, you know, tear up the walls or the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know. I've tried underground bases before after that, and they do work. You know, you can get them to come down. It's just, I'm not saying I want to live underground. I don't really, I don't care that they took it away. I just care because I know other people liked it, and I want everyone to have fun. I guess there's a small, in my opinion, I think there's a small minority of people who want that underground assault gameplay. And I think it's a small amount of people. I think a lot of them just wanted other people to not have what they wanted. But maybe that's just the pessimist in me.
Yeah. Yeah, and vexing, like, I've had that underground base assault in that manner is what I've wanted in one aspect of a base build. But typically I default to move to the wasteland, dig a big hole, build a tower in the big hole. And nothing ever defeats that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that Valheim does that 7 Days to Die should be taking notes. Well, first of all, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back about 6 months. There's a game called Night of the Dead where 7 Days to Die should be taking notes with those traps.
Yeah.
All right? And, you know, I don't know like if they're going to maybe put those traps in their next game or what, but man, could you imagine 7 Days to Die having those kind of traps? And they should also be taking notes from Valheim about biome progression. In 7 Days to Die, all the biomes are basically the same. Or they're harder for no reason. They're harder for no reward. And they are going to be changing that in Alpha 20, I hear, so good. And I hope they do it right.
Yeah.
There's already an Alpha 20? Jesus.
Well,
Yeah.
waiting on it.
When are they going to beta?
I don't know. You know, I was always under the impression, let them, you know, let them chain Madball to a desk and make them work on this game forever. Because every time there was an update, it was like Christmas.
Yes.
And even though I do like Alpha 19, it really didn't change much, or if any, of the gameplay. All right, they added some candy. That changed a little bit. And they moved around some skills that really didn't change much there. And it was all visuals and optimization. So, like, if they're only going to do visuals and optimization and not really do anything that I, like, me personally, I want new traps, cool game mechanics. I mean, the building in Alpha 19 didn't change one iota. They got rid of a couple exploitative bases that I never used anyway. And, like, you know, how am I supposed to... I mean, I'm talking from a YouTuber standpoint. How am I supposed to do another 80 video Let's Play when I'm building the same bases I built in Alpha 18? Like, the bases really didn't change all that much at all. So if they're just going to keep doing optimization and graphics and stuff and, like, little things, then yeah, just go gold and work on your next game. Because it's not really what they were doing for the first 18 alphas. You know, I've been there since the beginning, so I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... I don't know, like, I do like the ability to restart, because once you're high level, like 40 or so, you got concrete coming up, you know, out your rear end like no tomorrow. You know, you're pretty much at that stage end game. It's just a matter of upgrading everything to steel and dealing with the Horde Knights as they roll.
Well, they need to make endgame harder. I don't know why they pushed demolition zombies back. Like, I don't even see demolition zombies anymore, because, like, they pushed them back and maybe too far, because you'd have a lot harder time if you had demolition zombies coming in. Also, they need something between demolition zombies and regular zombies. There's not, like, there's kind of a gap there. Like, it's easy, and all of a sudden demolition, it's like, oh my god. I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking enough about the cops and stuff, but...
Well, since they nerfed the cops, I mean, it's like, really? I mean, I get the demos, I get their purpose, I do like them, but their the multiplayer is broken to high heavens. To the point where you're not getting, the one demo on Horde Night. If you've got 4 or 5 people in one base on Horde Night, you're getting anywhere between 5 to 18, 20 demos in one Horde Night. You get a wave of freaking demos up the wazoo. And yes, Warsuck is awesome.
I can't do mods with that game anymore. I mean, you're going to do a mod in 7 Days to Die, you might as well go, you know, like I said, go study for some kind of test, because you're going to have to hit the books. You know, they're so complicated. I just don't even want to deal with them anymore. It gives me a headache thinking about it. Like, honestly. Like, you got to study it. And they're so different, and some of them don't explain themselves properly. Like, I played that Magic one, which was phenomenal, but it was so complicated. I'm trying to understand it, and I couldn't do it. I mean, maybe that's my failure. I don't know, but I could not understand that mod at all.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a spin on it. I did not care for the Borderlands Z mod, because it felt too much like Call of Duty to me.
I liked it.
All run and gun.
I liked it, but he did not want us building bases. And if I'm not going to build a base, you're right. I mean, then it's just Call of Duty. Or I'll go play Left 4 Dead 2. Like, why would I play 7 Days to Die if I can't build bases?
Yeah, there was no replay factor for me, so I couldn't get into the Borderlands Z mod. I mean, it was fun to watch, you know, Autumn struggle and Mike die. It was pretty cool.
It's always fun.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, it's like, okay, next episode's gonna be more of the same. Whereas on just the regular, anything can happen. A regular Horde Night, anything can happen. Unless if you're endgame, then you know what your endgame's, you know, what Horde Night's going to be like.
All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go. This is looking pretty good. Thank you guys, people just sitting here watching me test this. I had a really good time, and I'm gonna end the stream now. I will see you guys Saturday night for some Phasmophobia. It will be on Twitch, so keep a lookout on Discord, and I'll send you the link. But I might just start doing on CageCast lives after that. We'll see. I gotta decide. I hate decisions.
Sounds good, Cage. We'll catch you guys later. Later stream.